Hi everyone, it's Felicia. Thank you for joining me again this week. So we're continuing our conversation about the power of our soul. Last week I asked you a question that said, what is the piece of me you cannot see, but is the one true reality? And that is the soul. So many times I think we get lost in thinking that the negative things of life overpower us. Even the negative thoughts within us tend to dominate for many of us. I often say that my habit now is a positive thinking. And when negative thinking arises, I know I'm out of alignment. I had a really funny experience this week, and I'd like to share that with you. So, a friend of mine went to a yoga workshop, and it was somebody I didn't know. It was a visiting teacher. And this is nothing to say whether this was a good or bad experience. This is just my experience of it. It was a different style of yoga that I'm used to, and in that, it was very physical, demanding. I mean, even when we walked in, there was things on the board that we were going to have to do in so many intervals, including things like jumping jacks. And I don't know the last time that I jumping jacked, really, especially in the realm of yoga. So that's my own judgment, right? So we're sitting there, and I can feel every part of me is just shutting down. It's saying, no, what am I doing here? No, 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 no. And I really think the spirit is the voice of yes. So I was recognizing all these no's, and even how I suddenly started to become tired, and I was looking for an excuse to run. And then the woman that is teaching the class says, how about we all adapt and adopt to a spirit of yes? And it was like a light bulb, aha, inside of me went, okay, so here I am teaching about the power of the soul and positivity, and look at me getting caught up in my negative thinking and my resistance. And it was a very funny moment. And I just went inside of me, it was as if my soul suddenly went, pay attention. Yes, yes, give it a shot. You don't know what it's going to do. So I just really dropped out of resistance in a moment, and it was a choice that I was making, and I decided I was there, so why not participate? I ended up having a really fun time. I looked over at my friend and I was like, let's just say yes and go with it. And I ended up, the most funniest thing is that the jumping jacks were actually the best part of the day, and they actually got me encouraged and motivated to start getting a little more active for myself and get that discipline back, because for me, jumping jacks seemed outside the realm of yoga, but they were fun. So it was this adapting to a spirit of yes. So this week, and I'm going to share with you some other stories that I've received from some of my friends, where when you change what you say, you change what you see. When you go into the yes of you, the light of you, the one that is open and wants to expand and wants to try new things and wants to radiate out, something really cool can happen in your life. Powerful changes can happen. There is, I'm going to post this week, but I was reading from David Hawkins, who is a scientist in kinesiology, and he was able to calibrate the power of a person in optimism and a person in negative thought. And what he discovered is that it is so powerful that it actually shifts the planet. And one thing that he mentioned, it said, one individual who uplifts themselves to the energy of optimism balances out 90,000 people in the space of negative. So know that inside of yourself, if that is having the effect that strongly outside of you, what's the effect that that positive thought is having inside of you? So when you're out this week, think, I am amazing, I am brilliant, I am strong. When you feel yourself in resistance saying no, 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 suddenly inside of you, tap into the light and say yes, yes, yes. The spirit of me says yes. So I hope that you have the most amazing yes-filled week. Use your nose very sparingly. Use your yes with a lot of greatness and a lot of optimism. And I'll see you next week. Namaste.